Great box.
BF rules here. The 10-point must system is used. There will be no 3 knockdown rule, nor a standing 8 count. A fighter cannot be saved with the bell in any round, including the final round. Only the referee can stop the fight. On the butt rule, we go to the cards after the 4th round. So what's left then is to get on with it, and we are about to do that with round 1. And again, I really do feel, Rich, that the early rounds are going to be particularly important to Wilfredo Ruiz.
Yeah, he's got to try to come out and make a statement, I think, right at the beginning, because if you let Mosley get going, if you let him get into his rhythm, set the tempo, set the style, and get that bang, bang, bang jab of his going to where he can work off the combinations, he's tough.
And another thing you got to like, Mills, is the fact you got a veteran referee in there.
Battle is a good referee. Controls the action well, stays out of the way. Good ref.
At the school right here at Temple University, the Apollo on the campus of Temple University here in Philadelphia. Beautiful facility, incidentally. Good left hook immediately by Mosley.
Sugar Shane won the lightweight championship in August of 1997 with a unanimous decision victory over Philip Holliday, in which he did not look dazzling, but he was sick that day and still managed to win the unanimous decision. Since then, he's just gotten better with every fight.
Yeah, he really has. We talked at the beginning about the fact that he is now in full flower, and I really believe it was his last fight against John Molina that brought him to that.
Yes, because not only was he shown to be an outstanding boxer, but he brawled with a brawler, slugged with a slugger, and he was able to bring Molina down and stop Molina.
Ruiz a little bit more upright early in this fight. He's paying the price. Good right hand, and that hurt Ruiz. And another. And Ruiz doing exactly what he could not afford to do, and he is letting Mosley just take the fight to him, and he's been hurt twice. He was wobbled again by that right hand. And a big left hand.
Ruiz has got to get something going. He's got to throw some punches, try to at least get Mosley respect. Mosley just walking through him.
Target practice so far for Sugar Shane Mosley.
I mean, I think Ruiz was looking for a feel-out first round.
Counter left hand by Mosley. Everything he's throwing is not only there, but it's there with power.
And he hasn't even started his body punching yet, which is brilliant.
Oh, man, he's whacking.
3-punch combination that time. Started with a body shot. He came with an uppercut and then a right hand. Brilliant.
Good left hook underneath.
And, you know, that's the first exhibition of body punching. He's a great body puncher.
And Ruiz is going to have to find something, and so far there's been absolutely nothing there. No answer at all.
Well, he's got to fight. He's got to stand and fight.
Again, a right hand, a chopping right hand. And those are anything but pity-pat punches. A lot of power in those punches.
He's banging.
Could you make a case for a 10-8 round in this first round?
Absolutely. It's clearly a 10-8 round. Oh, he got nailed. He got nailed.
And is in trouble again against the ropes. Now Ruiz is going to have to get off of there. We head to the end of the first round, and an absolutely sensational first round for Sugar Shane Mosley.
Sugar Shane Mosley was cooking in round 1. Everything he was throwing was landing. Brilliant accuracy. His combinations coming to the fore. He was too quick, too strong in round 1 for Wilfredo Ruiz.
We start round 2. Let's take a look at some of the numbers from the first round. And you could see a 75% connect percentage from Mosley. And I'm telling you, of those 48 punches that landed, 40 of them were good, hard shots. And I would say that conservatively.
10-8 round, no question about it. 10-8, the big round. The kid can whack.
Ruiz got there with a left hand a moment ago, his first contact of this fight.
Yeah, but he looks as though he's ready to go. And now Mosley, what he's doing is luring him in. Mosley can land a left hook as Ruiz comes in. He's already caught him once there.
Started to puff up a little bit around the eyes, too, is Ruiz. And things were absolutely frantic in the corner of Ruiz. Couldn't have had a worse start.
I think he was totally not ready for the assault that he faced in the first round.
And you're right, Mosley in this round just seems to be trying to pick his shots. And it's starting to fall into that category of only a question of time. Ruiz at least showing the jab for the first time.
But at least so far, it's not a stinging jab. but he's putting it out there, and maybe to try to at least keep Mosley busy, give him something to think about.
Mosley biding his time a lot more in this second round. Double left hand, but neither doing much damage by Ruiz, and a counter right hand by Mosley. Mosley has really shown you the whole package so far.
See that uppercut inside that Mosley managed to land? Ruiz just left his arm extended out there, left it lazily out there, and Ruiz found himself running right into the right uppercut.
Every time he puts something out there, Shane Mosley counters it. I mean, the guy's got tremendous speed, and he can whack. Short, sharp shot, too.
This is a guy that is no longer a work in progress. I really believe, and at the risk of belaboring the point, that he has really arrived, and arrived big time on the lightweight scene. In fact, many people, when we talked yesterday, were saying that he is going to be the cash cow of the division. In fact, that was the way his own people described him. Slapping right hand, that hurt him.
Ruiz hanging in there, and actually surprising that he's been able to maintain an upright stance.
Not going to be able to sustain that for too long, no, I don't believe. Championship Boxing on Saturday night. The debut edition continues.
You'll get an opportunity to see Shane Mosley's intelligence ring. Look how he just finds the range with that left. All he's doing is sticking that left out, finding the range for, boom, the big shot. He waits for the man to come open, get off balance, then he throws it over the top, and his left has set it up for him.
And lest you think Ruiz is not a quality opponent, he has been beaten all but the very best in the division, but I think that he has gone a notch up when we start talking about the best. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first 2 rounds, and again, connecting on 3 out of 4 is impressive. Impressive when they're pity-pat punches, and these have not been anything like that. Ruiz just unable to do any business whatsoever. Now, Mills, you've been around this fight for a long time. I know you gave that last round, of course, to Mosley, but you're really impressed so far by what you see.
Yeah, I gave it to him 10-9, but what I like about the kid is that he's so fast. You know, De La Hoya, if this kid grows and develops, the only thing De La Hoya can probably do a little better is maybe punch harder, but he punches sharp, he's in, he fight, this kid can fight.
Well, he wants to go, he says, ultimately to 147.
He can be a welter. He can be a welter.
He may have to go up there to get the big paydays, though, and the really big mega fights, as Rudy Battle warns Wilfredo Ruiz. But because the bigger people, I think, is where the money's going to come for him. He was trying to call out some of the other champions of the other sanctioning organizations after his last title fight, and they both have lost since then.
Yeah, he was saying that there was a time not terribly long ago where there could have been 4 undefeated champions in that division, and it would have made for some attractive fights, and 2 of them went out and lost.
Yeah. The guy that beat Gotti, he beats this other guy that beat Gotti, but it will be a better fight. It was a tough kid.
And Ruiz is walking right into his range now, Rich.
Mosley says he would like to fight Arturo Gotti, or the guy that Mills was just referring to, Angel Manfredi.
Well, he's got all the attributes of a great fighter. Quick hands, big right hand, and Ruiz about to go.
Look at the speed of hands, incredible.
And again, just not missing. He doesn't waste punches. He knows he's got his man in trouble. Sign of a great champion is someone who can finish, and he is about to do that with Ruiz.
And although he's throwing a lot of punches, he's not wild and going crazy.
Exactly.
He is still pinpointing his man.
Well, now he's backed off him a little bit. He figured that Ruiz was about to go. Now Ruiz seems to have his legs under him at least somewhat. Picking him with the jab.
Right back to the jab for Sugar Shane to start setting things up again.
So it's just more of same. A huge round for Sugar Shane Mosley as he just mounts it up against Ruiz. Well, we come to round number 4, and that's starting to fall into the who'da thunk it category as Mosley has just dominated this fight right from the beginning. This guy's very serious about his business. He takes a week off after every fight, then it's right back into the gym. The people that have been around him have been around him for a long time. Here are the